All right, I got a retro cube. I'm first picking Academy. Trust me, it's a good pick. Ran out of a little time here. I had a phone call, but the good news is we've got a Tolarian Academy past a counterspell, past I don't know, not a whole lot else that's too crazy. Here, there's Lion's Eye Diamond, Reanimate, Sneak Attack. We're passing to Mac. All right. And there's Duress, so a lot of good black cards. This is the retro cube, so Academy's not quite as busted. I might just Censor here. I really like Censor. I could LED though. LED is also just a very strong card. Maybe I'll just do LED and Academy Storm. Any Academy Storm enjoyers? And here, ooh, there's a Tendrils. I'm in. The way is clear. Passing a Teferi and a Voltaic Key. I mean, Key's also nice in Academy decks, but I can't risk Tendrils not happening. Look, we're jamming here, and I'm looking forward to this deck a lot. While we're waiting for a pick, can I interest you in a little popper? I'm in game 3 of a popper league here, and I just everyone was ready to draft, so I wanted to finish it off. Let's see. So yeah, still no action. So I cast Ideas Unbound. I'm playing Popper High Tide. I'm going to discard Deep Analysis, Stream of Thought, and Giga Drowse here. And see how this goes. Okay, we're back. Careful Study, DAC, City of Traders. No good artifacts, not much in the way of storm cards, but I might just take DAC. I think DAC is a pretty good card. One of the more powerful cards in the cube for sure. And I'm fine giving up on Consecrated Sphinx here. We're on a different track. All right. And here, Refurbished Familiar. Okay. It's pretty annoying. It's going to make me discard again. Might just discard. I'm just going to discard Island. Actually, I kind of have to keep a Giga Drowse, and I can flashback Deep Analysis here. Ooh, High Tide. Speaking of High Tide, Underground Sea, though. I got to take Underground Sea if I want to make this all work. And High Tide might even come back. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's close, but I still think Underground Sea is the card I want regardless. Flood of Recollection, huh? All right, well, I'm going to Deep Analysis and hope they don't counter it. If they Pyroblast it here, it's actually really bad for me. So I'm hoping that's not the case, because if they Pyroblast it and I just say land go, or just say go, it's not ideal. Oh, they are Pyroblasting it. Okay. Guess I'll have to ship the turn. And then now there's a Sundering Titan, a Doretti, a Shallow Grave, World Spine Worm. I don't really like my options here. Maybe I'll just take Doretti. It's good with Academy, and none of these other cards even do anything for me, so Doretti it is. Refurbished Familiar make me discard a card into Pyroblast was not what I was hoping would happen. Oh, Cruel Ultimatum. There is Dream Halls in, but I think I should just take Pirate Spellbomb. Pirate Spellbomb. I want this Academy to work. It's an additional Tendrils copy. It cycles. I don't know. I think it does enough of what I want here. And they played a Mere Enforcer. Merely an Enforcer no mas. Okay. Can I go off in any way, shape, or form here? Not really. Without another land? That is tough. Now maybe I'll Zuranorb or Sheevan Reef. Probably just Sheevan Reef. I think Zuranorb doesn't do much. I don't think I want gifts. That's not really my jam here. Oh, I will take Frantic Search. So Frantic Search, I like Limduel's Vault and Smokestack has some possibilities, but Frantic Search untapping Academy sounds fantastic. All right, I think this Popper match is not likely to work out. I could High Tide, I could Peer. The problem is you need multiple High Tides or Puppetries to really go off. So I feel like I'm not really getting there. Oh, Censor Wield, so did Tar Pit. I think I'll just take the Censor though. Well, Tar Pit is nice because it can actually finish them off after Tendrils. Maybe I'll just do that. No, Censor's going to be pretty good, I think. They're tapped out in their deck that has counters. If I cast High Tide... Let's see, what if I cast High Tide at 4 mana, Ideas Unbound Puppetry, go to 1 mana, then up to 3 mana? I guess I do have outs to go off there. Okay. Look. I'm just going to go for it here since I feel like it's not going to work out well to just pass the turn. Look, we haven't double queued in a while, so getting a little double queue video in seems pretty nice. All right, Ideas Unbound, Cast and Splice, Psychic Puppetry, Untap an Island. And then here, ooh, easy mana Confluence. Use the ability. 1 mana. Brainstorm has to be kind of the nuts. Okay, I hit a high tide. So I guess I'm not technically dead. All right, City of Traders. All right, I mean, getting some good mana. Oh, so Urborg wheeled. Unfortunately, the card I wanted to wheel out of this pack didn't, but I think Urborg's also going to be pretty good for me. And I'll hit a Grave Titan. I don't remember what the last card was, but it was something I was interested in. All right, what do we got here? Any action? Oh, Ancestral too. There's also Time Twister, which would have been great, but yeah, we're Ancestraling. All right, let's Ancestral and then let's ponder our orbs and/or tides for just a second here. Flood, I have to get back the Stream of Thought, so I can just put that back, and I think I can put back Giga Drowse. Tap this for 2 mana. High Tide. Cycle Lorien revealed. Get an island. Play an island. Do I have outs here? Peer Through Depths, Splicing Puppetry. I don't know. I'm having a good time, though. Get back. High Tide. Untap the Pier. Let's see. Let's take our Ancestral, and then... Ooh, and then probably take Remand. Remand is also sick. It'd be nice to pick up some more cheap artifacts for this Academy, but even if the Academy doesn't work out, I think I have a really nice start to Storm anyway. All right, so now... Tap this. I think I go High Tide, Puppetry, untap the High Tide, or untap the land, tap this for 4 mana, Preordain. I need to hit Puppetry. High Tide does not do it, unfortunately. And I can't Puppetry. All right, I won't subject you to any more Pauper. Good times, though. Passing on a Balance, which would be good in the Academy deck, but we're going a different direction here. Oh, now I'm going to take Snappy. Honestly, I could just be a real deck here. It's really a shame. I even passed like a late Gopher to Throat, but like if you take out the Academy, the City of Traders, maybe the Mana Confluence, the LED, and the Tendrils, and look at this as Pyrite Spell, Ancestral Censor. I guess Frantic Search also not that good. I'm going to take Snappy over Ether Spell and Talisman. All right. Like, these cards are all just really good Grixis cards. So we'll figure out what our win condition is, but I would like it to be Academy. And Tendrils and whatnot, but it just might not be the case. See, look, now there's a Fractured Identity. There's also Reign of Filth, which, if that doesn't wheel, that doesn't wheel. I'm not taking it here. But Reign of Filth, sack a land to make a mana is very good. So do I want Trinket Mage or do I want Fractured Identity? I don't really want another color. My mana is also pretty Grixis-y. I guess I have a Mana Confluence. Let's just take the Trinket Mage. I think Trinket Mage will ultimately be pretty good in just pretty much any version of this deck is my guess. Yeah, let's go Trinket Mage. And maybe Reign of Filth comes back. Oh, I'm going to take Yogwell. I have LED. I have Tendrils. Okay. That answers that question. I'm glad I took Trinket Mage because Trinket Mage getting LED is fantastic. Passing up on Shelldock, Brainstorm, Winter Orb. Can't risk the Yogwell. Now there's a Thirst and a Glen Elendra. I do love me a Glen, but this is definitely a Thirst situation. And Wooded Foothills and Windswept Teeth are not ideal for me. There's a Turnabout here, which I would love to pick up too. Now there's Splinter Twin, there's Dream Halls, Psy, but I think I'll take Chromatic Sphere. It's good for the Academy part of the deck and good for the Yogwell part of the deck. So do that. Direfleet Daredevil versus Electrolyze. I guess I kind of just... Or Sulphur Falls. Sulphur Falls is also pretty reasonable, but I do like me an Electrolyze a lot. And then now, I guess I'll take the Workshop. It's not currently very good, but wheeling is good. I don't want anyone else to take it and get any ideas. Oh, I like Impulse here. I don't think I want Rakdos Return. Little Academy Workshop Storm. I mean, I have 3 cheap artifacts plus a Duretti and a Trinket Mage, but in the Academy Storm deck, maybe I don't play Workshop and I don't need tons of artifacts. I just need Academy to tap for 2 mana some of the time. And when you're drawing enough cards with Ancestral, Impulse, you're seeing cards with Dak, Thirst, it feels like getting 2 or 3 artifacts in play is not like the hardest thing in the world, or not impossible at least. So I'm willing to play Academy on a pretty light spec here. So now there's Thought Scour and Talisman. I think I should take Talisman. Thought Scour is nice with Yogwell, but I do want artifacts for Academy. I think this is just the best card. I'm just trying to hate whatever I think the best card is. And Talisman works out nicely. It's also good with Thirst. I have Thirst. I have Duretti. I have a couple things that kind of reward me for having artifacts. I guess I could take Heartbeat because this would be kind of a Heartbeat deck. All right, I'm not playing these other cards regardless. Okay, Turnabout makes it more likely I want Heartbeat. So Reign of Filth didn't wheel. Well, fair enough. Psy did. Last pick. Okay. Can I just open something good? As he opened Ancestral and Academy. Now there's a Flooded Strand, which gets Underground Sea. There's Scroll Rack. An Expedition Map, which, God, I better wheel. I kind of want to just take Scroll Rack. This looks like a kind of baller Scroll Rack deck. I just use it to find the cards I need. It's an artifact. I have shuffles with Trinket Mage, and I guess that's actually the only shuffle I have right now. There's also Flooded Strand, which would be a blue-black duel. I didn't get that High Tide, unfortunately, so it's not quite as important to get the mana. Though Flooded Strand also makes it a little more likely I could splash Heartbeat if it came down to that, but I think I'm actually pretty happy to take Scroll Rack and try to wheel map here. And my win condition is the Tendrils. That is, I guess Psy, depending on how my deck ends up, Psy could potentially finish the game. Gristlebrand, 2 red rituals, Time Warp, Saheeli Rai, Dragon Skull Summit. Ugh, this is kind of a brutal pack. I just want cheap artifacts, and Smuggler's Copter is not really the kind I'm interested in. I guess maybe I'll just take Rite of Flame and try to wheel Pyretic Ritual. Yeah, that seems like the play. All right. We're in. In for a penny, in for a pound. All right. Watery Grave is going to be hard to pass up. Just another dual land is really nice. And I'm mostly blue-red. I could also take blue-red Talisman. There's multiple blue-black duels. Maybe I do that. I don't care about the Snuff Out. Let's just take the Talisman. Now there's a Pentad Prism. Oh, Retrofitter. Slamming that. I have Trinket Mage. Retrofitter can also just solo them, so I don't need anything else alongside it. And it's really good with Psy. So, all right. We are definitely Storm Academy here. Really wish I didn't have to, like, second pick a Rite of Flame over a good artifact, but, you know, it's okay. It's okay. We got 4 more picks to get some artifacts here. We got 3 more picks to get some artifacts here. Drowned Catacomb or Mana Flare. Candelabra would be sick in this deck. So I have Frantic Search and Turnabout as land untappers. Yeah, I'm kind of in for Mana Flare. I really only have 1 black card as Yogg-Will. I'm all blue-red otherwise. Duretti I don't even have to play. I mean, Drowned Catacomb probably doesn't wheel and Mana Flare probably does, but I don't really care about getting a Drowned Catacomb after having a couple blue-black sources already, and Mana Flare is actually quite important. One other thing you'll notice when you're drafting Storm, even if cards like Tendrils or Yogg-Will sometimes do wheel, you just can't really risk it too badly. It just doesn't work out well. There's Pestermite. I guess I could just Chain Lightning here. It's a reasonable piece of interaction. It combines nicely with Tendrils. Like, Chain Lightning, Yogg-Will, Chain Lightning, Tendrils is pretty easy to kill them. I don't want Metalworker. It also can kill Lodestone Golem, which is a card I would probably find pretty annoying. And now, oh, Bloodstained Mire. I gotta take that. Even though I do like Relic, and Relic is good against me, Bloodstained Mire is a Grixis land. So let's take that. And then now Ballista. All right, I'm in for Ballista. I can Trinket Mage for it. This Mishra's Workshop is kind of interesting. Let's see, map came back. That's really good. Over Course of Portal and Cast Down. I guess I'll just take Pyretic Ritual here. I think I'm fully on the red ritual plan. And Duretti can probably go. This is currently too many cards. Right now I'm playing 13 land. I should probably play more than that. Do I want this Workshop? Doesn't seem like it, no. And what else could I cut? I guess I could cut Dak Faden or Electrolyze. Those are both cuttable. Darkslick did come back. So did Deluge. Hold on. Having 1 Deluge is really nice in some matchups, but, you know, I've got other things that can defend me. Let's just take some lands. Let's just keep taking blue-black lands. I ended up with 5 blue-black duels. That's pretty cool. I'll pass some fixing. Why not? And Sculler, I guess, is worse for me. Shrine is technically a card I could put in my deck. All right, let's go build this. This is a nice one. All right, so looking at this deck, we need to cut a couple cards. Honestly, I could just cut Sai. Sai is a good card, but this deck is not supporting it quite as well as it wants to. All right. So how many lands do I want to play? Maybe 16. And right now I'm at 13. So if I play one swamp, I don't even know if I need a swamp. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black sources for just basically Yogg-Will. All right, I kind of don't need a swamp. 3 islands and 3 mountains, something like that. Maybe 4 mountains because all my lands are blue-black. So this is 4 red, 5, 6, 7 red sources plus Chromatic Sphere, and creativity is 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue. But blue's all my card draw. All right, so I think can go out. I could take out Dak. Doesn't sound crazy to take out Dak. But maybe Electrolyze is just worse. Yeah, Dak seems like I kind of do want it. And I like all the talismans. You know what this deck needs is a draw 7. Didn't get that. But I do have Thirst and Ancestral and Snapcaster. So I'll be able to, I think, draw a decent amount of cards. I really... the Time Twister I had to pass when I took Ancestral was like the only thing I saw there, huh? I don't really want to cut an artifact. I think I would like to play all my artifacts. I could cut Chain Lightning. Maybe I do cut the deck. Yeah, maybe that's it. All right. Yeah, little Academy Storm deck. I like it. All right, battling Mac round 1. This is great because no one's seen the deck yet, so he doesn't even know what he's in for. All right. This is a good hand, too. Turn 1, Chromatic Sphere. Turn 2, Academy. Turn 1, Bitter Blossom, huh? Well, I don't mind that. I would like to find my Ancestral or Thirst or Trinket Mage or Retrofitter, any of those things, because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble here. All right, draw. That's Impulse. Expedition Map, Remand, Trinket Mage, Frantic Search. Let's get Trinket Mage. Academy. Trinket Mage for Retrofitter Foundry. And if he can't kill my Academy or Retrofitter, or make me discard, I guess, I'll feel pretty good about this. All right, yeah, so I take 4 this turn, 5 this turn. Okay, Turnabout isn't terrible either. Let's go Retrofitter, land, go. And he's going to attack. I can't stop that. Or no, actually I could stop that with Brimaz, but let's make this a token. So I could tap this for 4, untap, sack. Yeah, let's block Brimaz. Untap Retrofitter. And sack this to make a 1/1 flyer. All right. I got a 9. Hopefully doesn't have anything too incredible here. Reanimate my Trinket Mage. Yeah, so he took the reanimate. All right, we're all in. This is where a Toxic Deluge would be nice. Well, I might want to Blade Splicer here. I could go for, or sorry, Turnabout here. Could go for an Ancestral at some point. I'm at 9. Let's see. If he attacks with everything, and I block the 2 biggest things, I take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, all right. Turnabout you. Tap all your creatures. And Lingering Souls. Jeez. It's going hard. All right. Well, I might have to crack Chromatic Sphere. He went harder than I expected. And I thought Retrofitter might actually be able to stabilize me, but it has very much not been able to. All right. Let's just make that Ancestral. Pyretic Ritual. It's out of black with the... All right. That's unfortunate. So playing against black-white beats. Psi is good, though Electrolyze is actually really good. Let's put Electrolyze in. Maybe I can just cut a land. Maybe I just need to be less of a coward. All right, let's do it. On the play here, I did cut a land. I think I'm just going to mulligan that hand. That hand really doesn't do much. All right, I'll keep this. What do I put back? I feel like I can't really put back Scroll Rack. LED. I could put back Mana Flare. Yeah, I think I'll put back Mana Flare for now. I don't love it, but I don't know. Not much going on here. Library, huh? Well, now I kind of wish I kept the Mana Flare. Okay, pass the turn. I just need to find Ancestral and all's forgiven. All right, he discards at least. Let's draw. All right, let's Scroll Rack just for 5 here. Any Ancestrals? Yes, indeed. And Talisman. I mean, this is going to be great here. And then pass the turn. And then Ancestral. I guess actually maybe I should have had Snapcaster 4th card down in case of a duress. Flicker Wisp the library. Look at you. Okay, well, Matt can do all those librarying things. I think I'm going to be okay here because I'm going to get to snap Ancestral again. So let's go snap Ancestral. It's Ancestral. Okay, I was hoping to hit a land that wasn't that. I guess I can Scroll Rack. I'm just not that worried about what he has to do. So let's put back definitely Ballista, Pyrite, Frantic Search, Turnabout, Yogwill. Okay. And I want to put Ballista back last, so let's go like Frantic. And I guess I just go Dark Slick Shores and send. Oh, I can't send. I played it this turn. That is not how that works. All right. So I feel like as long as I don't get hit by like multiple pieces of disruption, I feel fairly good about this. All right. Can Brain Maggot me. I still don't really look like Storm yet. None of these cards are actually Storm. I just look like an Academy deck. He's kind of got to take Electrolyze, kind of priced into that. Okay, I'll take it. Draw Frantic Search. Let's just go Retrofitter. And I think just play the City of Traders. And play Chromatic Star. Pass the turn here. And he's got library, especially if he doesn't draw his Mox, then it's going to be hard for him to cast too many things of consequence. Dark Confidant. Okay. I'll take it. And what is this? Blade Splicer? I guess I'll censor that. Or do I want to remand it? I kind of just want to try to win next turn. So let's go remand. Cycle Sensor. Sack this for blue. and scroll rack. And I'll scroll rack. Oh, 5, I think. Okay, I hit the tendrils. So next turn, I'm just going to scroll rack again, I guess. So it doesn't matter too much, but I assume this has got to be enough. So if I scroll rack first, let me just count. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Frantic Search bumps it to 9. LED makes it 15 if I'm doing all of it. I can go Frantic Search, Turnabout. Yeah, let's start with Frantic Search then, I guess. Draw 2. Discard these 2. Untap these 3 lands. LED. Storm count 2. Yogwill 10. If I play Ballista for 0, then I go Tendrils. I mean, I guess I do need to scroll rack then. Well, do I need to scroll rack? My top card, I've got Turnabout on and Pyrite Spellbomb on top, but I think I might just have enough here. Though maybe not. And then Storm count 2, Tendrils do 6 damage, and then I go, yeah, this is just enough here. I don't need to even do anything else, I don't think. Ballista, X equals 0. Yeah. Tendrils U. just your usual Academy Storm, that's all. Yogwill. Sack this for black. All right. LED. Boom. Got him. Okay. Yeah, I still don't want Dak in. I think the rituals are still good. I like being down a land. I think I should have probably just played 15. I'll just side down one land most games. And Psy? Yeah, I don't think so. All right, Mackerel. What you got? I just need to find my Ancestral. That's my draw 7. That's my goat. All right. Don't think I'm supposed to mulligan this hand. The Raven Inspector, reporting for duty. Academy, all right. Pyrite Spellbomb. Oh, cracking a clue. I like that. That's a good sign. All right. And let's see, we got Trinket Mage. Okay. Let's play Scroll Rack. Next turn, I can Trinket Mage for Retrofitter again. Kind of depend on what he does. I assume he's going to play a creature. Brimaz or something. A Flicker Wisp on the Thraben. Very nice. Oh, a Ballista? We're going to Ballista soon enough here, but first we're going to Trinket Mage for Retrofitter. And see how that does. It's a pretty annoying card to play against if you don't have a removal spell for it. Brain Maggot. Okay, well, I've got Pirate Spellbomb in play, so it's temporary at best. Ooh, Snuff Out. Sure. There's a Talisman. Talisman. So I tap this for 4 mana. I think I'll Scroll Rack. Well, hold on. Do I want to Thirst? What do I want to do this turn? I kind of want to... I guess maybe I could just Thirst and make a token. All right. Discard an Artifact, discard a Talisman, and then... Oh, I didn't play the land yet? Okay. Maybe I'll Scroll Rack first then, because I can kind of do all the things I want. Exile these 3. Not ideal. Well, let's just play Underground Sea then. Pass the turn. And I can make a retrofitter token here. It's got 4 cards in hand still. Okay, well, I'll try to block the Brain Maggot, I think. Actually, am I getting set up to get discarded? Let's just actually take it. I kind of feel like this is a setup. Maybe not. I mean, it's fine. Losing a pirate instead is not the end of the world. This walking ballista is going to be pretty good. So right now, Academy's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I go 5, 8. I mean, if I play this, I can play just a ballista for a massive amount. Just pass on retrofitter, I think, this turn. And Ping Kithian. Okay, pass the turn. I'm actually kind of close to tendrilsing here if I can find a Chupacabra. All right. Hold on, let me count. So I go Mana Flare, Turnabout, Tendrils for 6, Tendrils for 8. Okay, so in that case, let's kill the Flicker Wisp. Kill Ranger, and then deal 1 to Mac, I guess. Okay, I take 1 here. So my top card is Mana Flare. But I also have all these other cards to play, so yeah, I guess that's probably good enough. So let's go Scroll Rack for 1. Mana Flare. Turnabout. Land. Untap. Tendrils U. And then Yogg-Will Tendrils is lethal. Let's cast Talisman. Pyrite Spellbomb. Academy Storm, baby. All right, it's time for round 2. And the reason I'm laughing is I'm playing against Esper Artifact Storm. I'm not even joking. They have Mind's Desire in their deck. They have Mere Battlesphere in their deck. They have High Tide in their deck. Last time I drafted Storm, there was another Storm drafter who then got backed off of Storm but had like 7 great Storm cards in their sideboard. And they beat me playing for the 3-0. Like they 3-0'd and I 2-1'd. This time, I'm Academy Storm, and I'm somehow playing against another Artifact Storm deck. I just can't get over it. It's really funny. My play here is going to be turn 2 Island Go, I think. And I'll leave up Sensor and activating Retrofitter. And then next turn, I can go, depending on what they do, if I use the Sensor or not. Oh, getting duressed? Okay. That's fine with me. I'll just make a Retrofitter now, and then next turn maybe Talisman Retrofitter. I mean, you could take Sensor, you could take Lion's Eye. Doesn't really make too much sense to take Tendrils. Yeah, taking LED is reasonable. Not too worried. I mean, a Sensor is worse once you know about it, for sure. Or once they know about it, rather. Send for 1. And now what I'll probably do is cycle Sensor and make a Thopter token. Not 100% sure. Yeah, all right. It's starting to look like cycling Sensor might be good. And sacrifice a Servo to make a Thopter. Ooh, Expedition Map. Oh, actually, I just snap played my island. Let's see, if I'd gone map for Academy, I would have spent 3 mana and have Academy. No, this is actually going to be better. I can just do that next turn. Okay, because now I'll sack this, make a 4/4. Untap this, make a 1/1. Hopefully they don't blow up my retrofitter. I wouldn't like that too much. Gifts Ungiven. Okay. Unburial Rites Mere Battlesphere? Or Unburial Rites Gristlebrand, I suppose. Though, technically, I think you're supposed to wait for me to untap the retrofitter and make a token. So I'll be completely tapped out, but I don't have a counter either way. If I draw Yogg-Will, how close am I? I get to go Rite of Flame Expedition map, High Tide, Teferi, Vindicate, Soul Ring. Definitely putting Teferi and Vindicate in the graveyard. I guess you can have a High Tide and a Soul Ring. I'm going to side in Dak and Doretti. It's going to be nice. Okay. Draw. Frantic Search isn't terrible. Don't think I'm doing it this turn. I mean, I guess I could Frantic Search. I have a lot of mana, but if I wait a turn, first of all, Frantic Search will be more mana, and I can discard cards. I don't really want to discard this Tendrils, and I could discard Rite of Flame, but if I wait and draw something for Frantic Search, that seems better. Soul Ring is good. This High Tide, I'm not sure about. Also, I left my islands untapped, because if they High Tide, maybe make more retrofitters. Right now, I can make a token. What I'll probably just do is make a token, tap this for 5, untap, make another token. So sometimes when you're academying, we're shot in port, all right, you end up wanting to just make a bunch of 1/1s instead of going up the ladder to a 4/4. Like here, I could either make a 4/4 or make 2 more 1/1s. And I think I'd rather, and making a 4/4 means replacing the servo. So I'd only have 2 creatures in play. I'd rather just go up to 4 creatures for my academy. Okay. Is this going to be a Mind's Desire for 3 or something? High Tide doesn't generate mana. Gifting for the High Tide there is very strange. I mean, Mind's Desire for 3, I guess, could do something. Yep. All right. All right, let's see what you hit. Liliana of the Veil. Okay, I don't care too much about that. Talisman, okay. Swamp. Nice. We basically faded. Not that a Desire for 3 is going to do that much most of the time, but I guess you could +1 Liliana. Sure. Or make me sack a servo, either one. Honestly, +1ing it scares me like a little bit more. Just because it makes this Frantic Search a bit worse. I'll discard Rite of Flame for sure, but I mean, I also just have lethal next turn. So let's go create a token. Oh, because of High Tide. Right. Untap this. So actually, sack a servo. Make a Thopter. Since I got high-tided, I couldn't make an extra servo, but I think I'll just make another 4/4 and sack the servo. Now, Frantic Search, untapping this Underground Sea. I'm just going to Tendrils for lethal. Academy Storm, maybe. I mean, if... Ooh, tap down my Academy? Sure. Take 8, and then I'm just going to cast these 3 spells. So tap this for black. Frantic Search. I could have untapped City of Traders, but I don't even really think I need to. 3. Oh, did I use the black mana? I'm such an idiot. Okay. Wow, that was quite bad. was supposed to float a black. For some reason, I just didn't. I mean, probably going to win with this retrofitter, but I guess I actually should have played the City of Traders in that case. Though, against Liliana, getting to discard is a land instead of a spell is probably good. I hope I don't lose this. This would be kind of annoying. I even discarded my only black source. Playing on autopilot a bit. I'm getting mind-slavered now. Okay. So I guess they're not using Liliana. Or are they? Well, you really don't want to use Liliana now because... Okay. I mean, Tendrils can't kill me. So I think I'd discard Rite of Flame here. Now they have no cards in hand. But if I had a good card that Mindslaver would mess up, I would just discard it there. Untap this. Let's just make another token, I think. I think that's fine. All right. Don't draw anything too painful here. No thirst for knowledges or anything. As things currently stand, can't even cast a single thing. All you can do is just say go, tap me out and say go. No other plays. I can take one off the talisman. Whew. Hopefully, it doesn't look like I'm going to get punished here, but that was really something. The not floating the black was really impressive work. Artifact Storm, baby. I mean, you can't even do anything with retro that's negative. Like, you can sack a servo to make a 1/1 flyer, but all that does, you can just go up the chain. You can't go down the chain. So, no attacks. Well, you do need to tap me out. All right, I am just going to assume that they tap me out because it's kind of ridiculous not to. All right, well, I got game one despite giving them an extra turn for no reason. Let's get this DAC in. Let's get this Duretti in. Chain Lightning can go out. That one didn't look very good. And I think I don't want to take out a mountain now. I just board in 2 red cards. How many red do I have? 7 red plus Talisman is 8 red plus Chromatic Sphere is 9 red. I mean, that's pretty good. I feel like I could take out a mountain. All right. Let's get in there. Mindslaver can be annoying for sure. On the draw here. If that Duretti was a mountain, well, this hand still really wouldn't work. Yeah, I do have to mulligan this, unfortunately. All right, I will keep this and the Duretti once again. Let's put the Duretti back, I guess. I think Mana Flare with Turnabout and City of Traders seems pretty good. So I'm just going to go Island. Do I say go or do I play Chromatic Sphere? I'll play Chromatic Sphere. Here's the reason I'm doing that is either way, if I go Island Cycle Censor, I don't have Censor up on turn 2. This way, at least if I draw a land, I could potentially have a Censor up on turn 2. Because if I don't draw a land, I'm cracking Chromatic Sphere because I don't want to play a City Traders on turn 2. All right, well, let's crack this for blue, I guess. All right, I don't really like doing that, but Talisman and Cycle Sensor and Retrofitter. Well, I guess I could have cycled Sensor first. It would have ended up in the same place. Well, if I draw Academy, I don't mind losing City of Traders, and if I don't draw lands, then it's fine. I can also Snapcaster Censor here. Thief of Sanity. Well, I guess we're just going to play Ballista for 2 here because we're not going to let Thief hit us. And I don't think I'm even playing this mountain here. I just don't really need to do that. So if I knew I was drawing a land next turn, I would be a little more inclined to, but actually, no, I'm going to play the mountain. So here's the reason is if I draw a land next turn, I can have Snapcast or Censor up. Not that that's that big of a deal. And if I don't draw a land, oh, okay. I don't think the City of Traders, it wasn't opening up Retrofitter possibilities or anything. So only 4 cards in hand, 3 mana max. Well, without like a Soul Ring or a Mox or something. And that's assuming a land drop. Opponent's going to have to... Let's see what. Swamp. Mana Vault? Okay. What do we got here? Pass the turn. All right. Any academies? No, Mountain is good, though. I'm glad I played my land now. Will Snapcaster Sensor counter this, whatever this is? Probably not, but it's not a 0%er. The sensor's even in the graveyard, so my opponent's less likely to play around it. What if they got Mana Vault in their hand as a mere Battlesphere? They're just deciding whether to slam it. No, the 8th mana is going to make it... Yeah, all right. Didn't think that was going to work, but it would have been cool if it did. All right, probably losing here, unless I can find any Dak Fadens? Oh, another mountain. All right, well, now if I find an Ancestral, I actually have some pretty decent outs here. The Battle Ball is a pretty fast clock. I'm going to take... Though, Retrofitter actually... It does a pretty good job. Block, sack it. Untap, make a 4/4. Next turn, kind of continue doing the same. I guess I'm only taking 4 a turn. Okay, that really isn't so bad. And I even have Snap Sensor up. I mean, the biggest weakness of this deck is that it doesn't have a ton of card draw, I think. So, like no draw 7s. But if I draw Ancestral, Thirst for Knowledge, I mean, Frantic Search would be okay, but not amazing. I spent a lot of resources on this Battle Ball, so the fact that Retrofitter makes it deal just 4 a turn is pretty good. I mean, if I draw a Dak and steal it, then we're in the money. Okay, boom, take 4. Block. Sack this. Okay. Post-combat, tap out, and I Snap Sensor you. Liliana of the Veil. Okay. So if I sack that, I'm just wondering if I want to censor here or play Snapcaster here. I think I do. I think... Yeah. Snapcaster Censor. I'll sack the Snapcaster. The thing is, I kind of want to kill this Liliana because it's going to be pretty annoying to discard a card every turn. Okay, let's attack Liliana, and Snapcaster wasn't doing much for me. I don't think I want to put Mana Flare into play. It's a little tempting with Retrofitter, but they've got some expensive cards in their deck. I don't know. And they're not untapping their Mana Vault, so... Feels like this will work out. So now what am I doing? Make a token. I'm probably just going make a token, block, untap Retrofitter, sack the token. I mean, it still makes more sense to use the Battlesphere ability than attack with the mirror tokens, because they still get 4 in here. If I draw Academy, we are cooking. Block. Untap this. Retrofitter, what a card, huh? 1 mana card, competing fairly well, I would say, with a 7 mana card. Sack a Servo, make another Thopter. And unfortunately, I don't have the ability. Oh my god, I would have been able to censor this. Okay. Let's just Dak. Any Daks? Ugh. I cannot get a deck to save my life. What do I do now? They have 1 card in hand. It's time. It's time. Mana Flare. Dark Slick Shores. Hit for 2. Pass the turn. Probably want to just untap it now. No? All right. Millions of mana. So I think what I'm going to do here is first I'm getting duressed. Tap my lands. Okay, whiff on duress. Yeah, I get slavered. So the question is, do they not know about the mana flare? I think they don't know that the mana flare is active. Oh, they had another spell. What is this? Mind's Desire for 3, okay. Everflowing Chalice. Plains. Watery Grave. We got ourselves a game, especially if they attack with this Mere Battlesphere. They actually have... Do they have the win? I guess they need to not attack with the Battlesphere to win the game. Yeah, that's an error. Because now... Let's see. Make a 4/4. Because now I'm going to kill the Battle Ball. I mean, it's going to be my... Because these are going to block that. And I think I even wasted 2 mana at some point, but that's okay. And sack a servo, make a thing. Because now I get to block and kill the Battlesphere. I'm at 8. All right, take your turn. Please don't draw Yogwill. Please don't draw Thirst for Knowledge. Just draw land. Scroll Rack, great. Harmless, doesn't do anything. Now I've got a Thopter. They have 4 mirrors. I have 13 mana and a Retrofitter. Sure. Ping me with the Underground River. Okay, Scroll Rack for 0. Attack with the Thopter. I mean, really, you just tap me out. Oh, I guess I take 2. Because I have Underground River and Talisman. And... Oh, this is really funny. They can't tap me out of Retrofitter without making a 4/4. Because I have a Thopter token in play. So I actually get to make a 4/4 kind of no matter what here. And they're going to attack for 1, sure. Okay, take your turn. This is pretty great. We're going to get Mindslavered both games and like not actually lose. And now just tap me out. Gotta ping me for 1 of Underground River too. And you can't even tap me out of Retrofitter. Okay, so now I can even make a 4/4 and block. I mean, I'm firmly ahead. Granted, they get the first draw with millions of mana too, so... You know, Mana Flare is a double-edged sword, but Talisman's not going to do it. Not that they're dead right now, but I mean, it's gonna be pretty fast. Sack a Thopter, make a 4/4. Block. I go to 4. So let's see. I have 13. I'm gonna attack for 4 for sure. The question is Scroll Racking worth it? So let's see. I go. So to make a 4/4 token in full, it takes 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. And that leaves not enough to do anything. Alternately, I can go 5 mana, make a token, untap, sack. No, there's not much else. So I feel like Scroll Racking for 1 is probably fine. Because if I hit like There we go. Yogwill or something. That would have been sick. I mean, we're cooking now. Let's thirst. I'm just gonna discard Bloodstained Mire and I think Rite of Flame. If I hit Tendrils, I'm gonna win it anyway. So let's tap this for, no, I guess I have to tap this for blue. Blue, colorless, Frantic Search. I might as well keep looking at this point. Any Yogwills? No, but I can go get Academy. Untap 3 lands. Map. And Academy with... So I have Dak, Duretti, Impulse, Tendrils, Remand, Trinket Mage, Pyrite, Will. 8 live cards out of 14 is pretty good. And I'm, winning right now. And next turn I get to scroll rack and look at 2 more cards if I miss. So I actually feel like I'm in great shape here. And they need to draw something pretty good. They don't even have lethal with the mirror tokens in play. What is this? Gifts Ungiven? That'd be a sick draw. No, Pentad Prism. All right. So we don't win on the board, I don't think. But we're getting pretty close. And that's not to mention if I hit the card on any of the live cards, I'm in pretty good shape also. I'm just going to make a servo. Tap this, untap this. Yeah, I'm just going to make another servo. Wait. No. Now, hold on. Now I'm going to sack a servo, make a flyer. And actually, I could just make another flyer. That's probably better. Because they have these chump blockers. All right. Draw. Scroll rack for 2. Okay, Trinket Mage. So let's go blue, red, Trinket Mage for... So Pyrite puts them to 1, but I think that finding a lethal thing would be even better. So let's just play Pyrite. I'll give up on my Academy equity, that's fine. Sack this to draw a card. There's just so much that's just lethal if I find it. And like Yogwill and Tendrils are lethal. Dak and Duretti are both good. Dak better because it lets me look for 2 more cards. Duretti doesn't actually do all that much right here, but that's okay. All right, missed on those. I guess I'll just not play the LED or the land because I'm just going to win next turn. Oops, didn't mean to tap mana. Pretty easily off Retrofitter regardless. I don't need the extra mana, and it gives me much more powerful scroll rack outs because now next turn it's pretty hard to miss. I get to not untapping nothing ever. All right. Well, one more draw. Is it a sick one? I mean, Mindslaver's already gone. That's got to be the best card. And I mean, Battle Ball wouldn't have done it from this position anyway. Retrofitter kind of beat Battle Ball. It actually just did. Like it beat Battle Ball and Mindslaver. Retrofitter is such a busted card. I didn't even have Academy out at that point. I did run out the Mana Flare though. Running out the Mana Flare is a nice one. Oh, what do we got there? Let's see. I was going to draw Talisman, then I was going to scroll rack for 3, hit Impulse, and then Impulse would only look at 1 new card because I would have just put these 3 back. So that card would be Tendrils. Boom. All right. 2-0. Let's get to round 3. This deck has been a blast. Okay. Drafts tied 4-4. Playing against Quinniac on mono red. So I need some fast hands. God, I don't love this hand, but I think I keep this because it can go get Academy and hopefully Thirst for Knowledge into some more artifacts. And then Academy plus Turnabout and Frantic Search and Snapcaster is pretty strong. So definitely a keepable hand. A little bit nervous. What's my best draw? I mean, even just like a Talisman would be a pretty good one. All right, Quinn mold to 6 here. And it's a little tough though, because if my draw this turn isn't a land or a cheap artifact, then it's a little bit, oh no, Quinn on a Mox draw, this is going to be hard. It's a little tough to go get Academy and then not have a third land. All right, well that kind of solves that. So let's pass. I need to get a move on. Oh my god, all right. Well, that's what mono red does. Let's go get Tolarian Academy. I take 4. And now I'm gonna thirst and need to find some good stuff. I've got to be dead next turn. Oh yeah. I mean, turn 1 2-drop, turn 2 3-drop out of mono red is gonna kill you pretty fast, I would say. I mean, I could play Snapcaster to block Legion War Boss, but that doesn't seem like a very winning maneuver. All right, I'll take it. Took 2 first strike and 8 normal damage. I'm at 6. Do you just kill me now? Lightning Bolt, Fire Blast. Thirst for knowledge. Let's go. Right. Well, there's the tendrils. This Academy is not going to be a big part of that. Let's see. So I can go land Pyretic Ritual up to 5 mana. I mean, I guess let's try to get things going. Let's go Pyretic Ritual. And I think I can just start by casting Frantic Search here because I have double black off tendrils. What I really need to find is Mana Flare. I'm just going to discard this Academy. It's not doing anything for me. And now I can cycle Censor. Scroll Rack is really not going to do much either. Land. Turnabout myself. And let's see. I can Snapcaster, but I can't Frantic Search. If I turnabout, then I can Tendrils for 8. And then next turn take 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I guess I would technically live. Okay. I don't even think drawing Yogg-Will does it next turn, but I don't think there's any reason not to do this. Boom. Like my next turn, it has to be Ancestral. Okay, Crater Maker doesn't kill me or anything. Yeah, if I draw Ancestral into Yogg-Will LED, then I can win. Oh, Rite of Flame was actually not like close as in like I almost got there, but it, kind of cool. I don't know. Let's go Rite of Flame. Snapcaster. It's time to hit the best Frantic Search of my life. Into Frantic Search. Cast Frantic Search and... All right. Yeah, I mean, I basically had to go off on turn 4, which is not going to happen all that often. Psy, Electrolyze, DAC. I think the Chain Lightning is actually fine. I don't know. I actually kind of like this configuration. I don't think Psy is actually good. Electrolyze it just seems a little bit too slow. I'm not going to have enough opportunity to cast that. I'll keep the Chain Lightning. All right. I'm on the play. Let me tell you, I don't love playing Mana Confluence on turn 1 against mono red, but it's actually a pretty good retrofitter start. So I'll accept taking 2 damage here off Mana Confluence. Well, more than 2 potentially. If I draw Urborg, that'll unlock it. All right, no Mox, Quinn. Please no Mox. I just don't think I'm going to beat that deck when it opens on Mox very often. Well, it's got 2 different Moxes, so I guess we'll see. Play Talisman, but I think I'd rather just use Retro. I'll take 3 off the Porcelain Legionnaire. Karizev, all right. Karizev's pretty good. It does a pretty good job of, can't get pyrited. Hard to block with Retrofitter. Just getting bolted now. Soul Scar Mage. All right, let's make a token. Thirst for Knowledge. Academy's tapping for 3 right now. I think I just thirst here. Start a Talisman. Play an Island. Pass the turn. Well, I do have some moves here. First of all, I have Censor. If Quinn plays a Haster, taps out for it. I also have the opportunity to Tendrils for a pretty decent amount because Frantic Search Tendrils is really nice. I'll just make sure to float the correct mana this time. Outpost Siege. So if I counter that, so what's Quinn going to name? Just seeing an extra card. Next turn, if I counter that, I'm just straight up taking 8 damage. So I guess I'll just let this happen. Chose Dragons. That's the, when a creature dies, ping 1, huh? Okay. So now, I guess I think I just take it. I'm just going to try to Tendrils here. So you can kill my Servo, but then I can turn it into a Thopter. Ping me. All right. Well, let's just make another one. We're going all in here. Mana Flare too. Okay. How do I want to do this? Do I want to cycle Censor? I guess, hold on. I could cast Mana Flare. Yeah, let's go Mana Flare. Because now with Mana Flare out, I can untap Mana Confluence and cast Tendrils off just that. Dark Slick Shores. Oh, was I supposed to Rite of Flame first? I guess I actually was. Discard the Urborg, untap these 3 lands. Tap this for a bunch of mana, cycle Censor. Impulse, any Yogg-Wills? Oh, Ballista and Snapcaster, interesting. Storm count is 3 right now, and I get to hit for 2, so I need to get to storm count 8. I don't have enough black. Actually, do I have enough black to... I don't have enough mana to Snapcaster Tendrils, right? I have 3, 7, 9. No, not even close. I have Ballista. Snap Frantic Search is still probably just going to be better. But let's see. If I go Rite of Flame, Storm count 4, and I have 7 mana. Underground Search is 9 mana. Rite of Flame makes it 10 mana. Cast Ballista for 3. Storm count 5. Tendrils you for 6. That's 12 damage. 13, 14, 17. Wait. Rite of Flame. Pyrite you. Down to 16. Ballista for 2. You're down to 14. Attack you. 12. Yeah, all right. I think this actually does it. Go to 3. Rite of Flame. Underground River. Ballista for 2. Pyrite you. Go to 2. Tendrils you. What a sick kill. You go to exactly 4. Attack with 2 servos. Ping you. Very clean. Boom. Nice. That was a turn 4 kill. Academy Storm there. All right. Well, let's see. On the draw here. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I think I run it. Let's see how this goes. Need Quinn not to have a Mox for me to really have a chance on the draw. Or to have a really fast Academy hand. Could have sided up Mana Confluence, but I didn't. I'm not going to tap for mana that many turns in one of these games. I guess I played it as my first land last game, which that's not going to be very often. Okay, Quinn. Ship a hand. The Academy and some zeros. Actually, I guess I just have the 1-0. But I don't even really want... Like, obviously I'll take Ancestral, but mostly I want a fast mana hand more than anything else. All right. Yeah, I gotta run it. Quinn's mulling, probably looking for a Mox or just a fast hand, because obviously my deck goes pretty fast. Oh, is this no Mox? Okay, no Mox, but I did draw that. That was not ideal. Just play the map. If I want to Pirate Spellbomb something, I can just do that on turn 2. I don't need to show it. Oh, there's the Mox. Maybe had it and just didn't need to play it on turn 1. Eidolon of the Great Revel, huh? All right. No. I'll just go get Academy here. I mean, I will end up using Pirate Spellbomb on the Eidolon, but I just don't need to do it right now. Maybe Quinn will take some damage off it too. Okay. Probably naming cons now. Oh, yeah. I guess I took an extra damage. Oh my god, come on. Just kill it now. Play a mountain, I think. Because I'm going to have Academy, which is a decent amount of blue. All right, I have drawn nothing so far. All mana, so I'm pretty dead. I mean, I guess if I draw Frantic Search next turn, getting Incinerated. Porcelain Legionnaire attack for 7. All right. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not technically dead, but... Well, hit mountain, any spell kills me. Literally any spell. Yep, that'll do it. Oh, well, so it goes. 2-1, this is a bad matchup, and I needed to just... Mono Red with double Mox is going to beat me most of the time. So, 2-1, we lose the draft. Unfortunately, we're now down. We were tied 4-4 going in, and me and my 2 teammates both lost. Now we're 4-7. So here's my last teammate wins, we lose. But I really like this deck. Academy Storm was such a sick deck. Got to play some awesome games. Would have been nice to win the last one. Might have lost the draft anyway. And I just think against Mono Red, I need to keep a fast mana hand, which that hand was. Plus it had Pyrite for Eidolon, which I can't beat under most circumstances without Pyrite or Chain Lightning, maybe a Ballista. But that'll do it for today. Hope you enjoyed this Academy Storm deck as much as I did, though I really doubt it. I really had a good time with this one. And you know what? I look forward to drafting the Retro Cube more and more. I'll be back tomorrow. Get another draft in. Maybe not Academy Storm, but we'll see what it is. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.